Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is a Near Protocol update video, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we will dig into the topic at hand today, which is some highlights from the Near Protocol at Davos. So we'll dig into exactly what they did there and some of the outcomes from it. So crypto goes mainstream, which is great to see. And from May 22nd through 26th, the global Web3 community assembled in Davos, Switzerland. Why? It's for the World Economic Forum. And each year, policymakers and industry leaders descend to Davos to discuss a lot of important issues facing the world. So if you're very unfamiliar with the World Economic Forum, that is something that happens every single year, and it's actually quite a large event because, like the Medium article said, it's industry leaders from across the world. These are guys that are making policy, unofficial and official, and some of that policy, stems from these huge meetings, and the World Economic Forum is one of those top meetings. So the mission for the World Economic Forum, they kind of break it down, but the forum engages the foremost political, business, cultural, and other leaders to shape global, regional, and industry agenda. So that is one of the things that happens at this forum. They're shaping the future, which is very, very impressive. And the fact that Near and other Web3 communities were there also did help. So crypto is Main Street now, which is great. So the World Economic Forum effectively split down the town of Davos in two. So the invite only Congress members and politicians, of course, they were on one side, and the other side was open to a lot of pretty much everyone else. And it looks like major Web3 players were the ones who dominated the other category. And not to say that, the politicians stayed on their side and the, non-politicians stayed on the other side. There was some crosstalk, which was good. So we can continue building on the building blocks that we currently have. And this is very important because not too long ago, as we all know, there is soaring inflation, which is still actually happening. The U.S. and the entire world actually is doing everything that they can to curb it. But there's high interest rates, once again, in the U.S. and entire world. The higher interest rates is trying to combat that inflation. So hopefully, both of those two can, solve themselves out and before things get too crazy. But the main thing is the Terra Luna collapse. I think it's very important that Near Protocol and other Web3 communities were there to talk about this. If you're unfamiliar with this crash, the Luna crypto crash, how UST broke, and what's next for Terra. So I think this CNET article does a really good job of summarizing what's happening. The cryptocurrency market is in turmoil, and it happened because of the collapse of Luna and the UST stablecoin, which is tied to the Terra blockchain. Why it's important? Because $17 billion in crypto value just was wiped out, and it all stemmed actually through a couple of days. It happened really quick, guys. And it started opening up a lot of questions about stablecoins. So the crash also caught the eye of politicians and regulators. And that's why, not only Near Protocol, not that Near was directly involved by any means, but all these, super important, intelligent Web3 leaders were here to kind of communicate and talk about what happened. So here are some of the things that Near did talk about. So the Near Foundation CEO took the stage for the panel titled Crypto, Quantum, and AI Perspectives During Emerging Tech and Sustainability. And it was important because there is a lot happening in the future with quantum computing and artificial intelligence. And if you're unfamiliar, artificial intelligence is out there, and blockchain's only going to make it easier for AI to continue to weigh in on some of the financial decisions for the future for you, me, and other businesses out there. So if you're unfamiliar, AI does kind of take a look at, your credit and all things that you do, and it makes businesses make decisions and aids their decisions. And there's a bunch of other ways that AI is out there, and, it is shaping the future. So it's nice that was actually communicated and talked about, how to sustain those concerns with the future use of it. They also kind of talked about how the blockchain initiative raised millions of dollars in crypto to support the Ukraine war and humanitarian assistance, and how that model can be applied to future charities. I think that's super important as well. A couple other things I wanted to highlight that happened is a Hong Kong-based crypto news media platform sat down with Foment to discuss her takeaways from Davos, as well as thoughts on the future of the blockchain. I thought that was pretty awesome. So there's a couple other things that the Near Protocol also, sat down and talked about the need for global regulatory action, which I think I commend them for saying that. And as much as people don't want regulation around crypto, I think it is super important so everyone knows going forward what guidelines can be set. So I do think there needs to be a little bit of regulation, and as long as the industry leaders are there guiding the politicians and helping them with those regulations, I think that will benefit everyone in general. But in summary, guys, this is just a quick video talking about the highlights from the Near Protocol at Davos. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.